everyone, it's James.
And Stephanie, and we are here with Pat in the Winnebago Stitchcraft factory.
Right. Now, Stitchcraft, if you're not familiar with the term, this is where Winnebago makes all of their sewn products that go into their RVs, right?
Correct. We do the mattresses, the sofas, the theater seats, the dinettes, all the cushions that are manufactured for our units.
So, and the window coverings, even stuff like that,
yes.
tie backs, all that kind of stuff.
You know what,
is made here.
James actually sews, and so I think you especially will have interest in taking a tour of this factory.
I will have envy in taking a tour of this factory, is what I will have. But so you mentioned mattresses, right?
Right.
So Steph is a huge fan of the WinnSleep system.
I love that, the WinnSleep bed. We had a Winnebago product before the WinnSleep mattresses were being made. So going from the old product to these WinnSleep mattresses, night and day difference. I love the bed. So I'd love to see how those are made.
Okay, we can show you that.
Great. Well, are we ready to start checking out the factory?
Let's hit it.
All right, let's go.
Okay, we didn't get very far at all before I saw this super cool thing. This looks like a giant CNC router, but it's not a router.
It's a Waterjet cut.
Right. So what do you cut on this?
Several materials. We cut the vinyl flooring.
Okay.
We cut what we call like a dielectric cardboard.
Okay.
Some of the sheets are just the cardboard, and other sheets have different fabrics laminated to them.
It's like the furry
basement
cardboard.
carpet or your old ceiling fabric. We also do what we call veneer, the real thin wood.
Mm-hmm.
We cut that here. We could cut carpet. So it's kind of to more the flooring panel side of what we do.
And do you have to worry about it fraying or anything like that? Is it a pretty clean cut?
No, it's a very clean cut. It's a very tiny stream of water that has a force behind it that just cuts it like butter.
Could you cut a sandwich?
Yes.
All right. Sandwich cutter. Okay, so I can kind of sew. So I'm applying for a job. What is this?
Okay.
I guess asking that question would disqualify me already.
Well, this is a machine that we use for our double needle top stitching.
Okay.
Which here is a sample, kind of a cross stitch. And you also see the double needle. Okay. But it has multiple different patterns that we can run.
I love this being elevated.
It's nice to have it up like this on a post.
Yeah.
Because then you can work around your radius areas, and because they sew the cover together first, the parts of it, and then come in and do the double
That
needle.
is the opposite of how I would do it,
Yeah.
like with a regular kind of machine.
Yeah, because you wanted that double needle or that decorative stitch to go on both sides of that seam, so you got to sew those two pieces together to
And then
be
you
able
don't have
do
to
that.
line it up or anything.
Right.
It's a lot easier.
Right.
Okay, wow. Is this like a walking foot or does that foot stay stationary?
It's a walking foot.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
And we use the tape on there so it gives
To back
more
it up.
stability. Yeah.
Okay. And lots of cones of thread behind. So do you have a bobbin on here, or is that handled through that?
It is handled through that.
Okay. And you probably don't throw rookies on these, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Guess I'm out.
We do pre-train.
All right. Okay, whoa. I could sew into the middle of like a 6 foot wide piece of material with this.
Yes, and that's why it's extended out like this, because we have different parts that we needed more clearance. So this is a normal stitch. It's just a single stitch.
Okay.
But they can do a single line top stitch after they sew the seams together. But it gives us more room, because some of our parts get bigger.
Yeah.
So you need room to put that material.
And that's pretty rigid. Like
Yes.
on a home machine that you couldn't build this thick, you'd have to worry about that not
Right.
being rigid. That is impressive.
So in this area, we have a couple different machines. We have 2 embroidery machines, which
Okay.
do like the head pillow, the 30th anniversary
Okay.
that we ran in the F series.
And the Revel and
Yes,
yeah,
and
okay.
the Revel. The national parks that we're running in the Solas.
Okay.
And we've got more that we're starting to pick up.
Okay. And I'm seeing here you've got a picture of a curved. Are we going to see anyone sewing curved zippers? Because I can't. If not, that's
Possibly.
okay.
Most of them are upstairs that do this type of window treatment.
Okay.
So we can see what they're doing.
All right. And what's over here?
And then over here is a CNC quilting machine.
What? Really?
So yeah. So it's a panel that we put in here. So this is the size of the panel, 31 by 54.
These are little clamps.
These are clamps because you clamp down the edge all the
Okay.
way around because you got 3 layers,
Right.
foam and a backing and then your top vinyl. So these are some of the patterns. This is a new one that we're just getting into. We call herringbone.
Decorative quilting.
Yeah, now we also do the panels that Friedman uses in their seating.
Okay. Okay. So like
You know,
that's the
so like-
seats in the Echo or maybe the
right.
Revel.
The Travato,
Travato,
yeah,
okay.
which is this pattern.
Okay.
And then this is a,
It looks a very French.
right, and we use it on a headboard right now.
Okay.
So, but yeah, just
yeah.
some different ideas that this machine does. So she takes this and clamps it into that bar, and that's a sewing machine head there.
So what I'm sensing it, and even what look like more normal sewing machines over there had computer screens on there. So I'm sensing that when you get to the industrial scale, sewing is really changing. Like there's an element of programming to a lot of what
Yeah,
you do.
a lot of it, yeah. And you know, this is so much more efficient
I bet.
than trying to do something
I would never
decorative
try that
with
by
it.
hand.
Right. So, I mean, it's been nice for us because of being able to offer more decorative panels and things. So,
Cool. I
okay.
sort of recognize this
Well,
fabric or material.
what she's doing right now is sewing her boxing pieces together.
The sides.
Yes.
Okay.
So she'll get them all connected.
Whoa, does that automatically backstitch for you at the
Yes.
Yes,
end? You don't have to manually do that.
Nope.
Fantastic.
we could if we want to, but no, automatically we do.
If you wanted to do it mid-row or something,
Yeah.
you could do it yourself. And this material, is there anything special about this material?
This hat is special. It is a sustainable fabric.
Okay.
It has a cooling factor
Okay, there's
in
like
it.
some
So
sort of
when
foam
you,
in there.
yeah, when you kind of lay on it, it helps draw that heat out.
Yeah, even just standing here, this feels...
Yeah, it
cool.
feels almost to a damp
Yeah.
texture, but it's not.
So now she's going sides to top or sides to bottom or something.
Sides to top.
Dang. Do you ever cut like do you cut the big 4-inch foam here? You had like up to 2-inch it looked like.
Yeah, we do that. Way many years ago, we used to cut our own foam cores, brought them in the buns,
Yeah.
but we had vertical and horizontal saws for that.
Oh wow.
So that's many years ago.
You
So when we started getting into more foam types per item or per part, our foam company worked with us immensely and actually put a plant in Albert Lee
Oh.
to service us. They bring daily trucks down.
Okay.
So
And they cut like the big stuff, like a
yeah,
mattress block.
yeah, the
They-
mattresses are all done up there
Okay.
and all our other parts.
Do you know anything about these two different kinds of foam?
Well, this is okay. This is your what we call serene.
Okay.
It gives that nice gush feel. Plus, it has a
Yeah.
little bit of a cooling
Yeah.
feeling. Yeah,
Now
it's
now
just
I know why
almost like
cats
that
do
cat.
this.
Yeah. So, and then this is the what we call the core.
Okay.
That is a little firmer, so it gives more support to the body when you're laying on it.
Okay, so there's no springs
No.
in these.
Not in these, but we have the springs that are on underneath the
Froley
mattress. Yeah, the
springs.
Froley springs. So
So multiple, this also cooling, and then the cover, that's the same cover we saw being
Right.
sewn over there.
yep, and has that cooling factor too. So you're getting a little bit two-part from the cover and the foam, and then you get this comfort level with blending in with the firmer.
It's not quite memory foam. It comes back quite a bit quicker
Yep.
than memory foam.
Yeah, they're on the same type. It just depends on what company you go from.
It's on the spectrum of
Yes.
memory foam. There's a phrase I've heard far too often.
I gotta laugh.
TMI. Check this out. You're sewing your own labels, like a legit mattress even these days.
Oh yeah, we've got one for the smaller mattresses like this, and then we have one that also is for the thicker mattresses that we use in like the Fs
Okay.
in the N series. Yeah.
Do you sew on the under penalty of law? Do not remove this tag. Do you sew those on?
Our law labels. Yeah, see the labels sticking
Oh,
out
they
there.
are?
Yep.
Are you ever tempted to remove one of the tags? Are you ever tempted to just take a nap on one of these mattresses in the middle of the day?
Yes. So this is like the cover we were seeing because it's got the skirt on
with the
it.
boxing.
Yep.
Okay. And she just does that by hand. Strong hands, I suppose, working here.
Okay, now she'll flip it. See, and this is the zipper on the bottom. So we made it bigger like this so that it was easier to fill.
Right.
And the fabric on the bottom is,
Is it grippy?
no, it's not really grippy, and it actually is pretty thinner than a lot of them, but it helps that airflow.
Breathe.
Yeah.
Yes, it's breathable. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Here, I'm helping. If this is your echo, you're welcome.
Now I'm gonna have to get after you. Got to get your seams fired.
I am so fired.
There.
All right, mattress
Okay.
stuffer, a job I could probably do with some training. You ever go to like gym class, or well, like when they took my kid sister to gym class, and there'd be like this foam pit where people would practice
Yes.
backflips and stuff.
I've
That's
seen
the
that.
vibe
Yeah.
I'm getting here. I won't try.
You cannot jump into it. So back here is some of the mattresses that we've filled, and they're ready for shipping.
Okay. Well, welcome back, Stephanie.
Yeah, so I was back there sleeping on one of the WinnSleep mattresses during that whole thing. I'm sure you had a great tour, though.
I learned a lot. So, how long have you worked here? You're incredibly knowledgeable. How long have you taken?
I have been working for this building for almost 50 years. I'll have 50 years in March.
Wow.
So,
Did they bake you cake for that?
I haven't gotten there yet, but we'll see.
All right. Well, here's hoping you get an awesome cake. And thank you so much for this tour.
This
I
has
learned.
been so special and so incredible seeing all the behind the scenes stuff that goes into our RV. So thank you for your
Oh,
time.
no, you're more than welcome.
And I have a whole list of new cool fabric working tools that I'm going to request to be able to buy.
that is not happening.
In a warehouse to put them all in.
Exactly, exactly. That's all I need. That's all I need is my own warehouse. All right, anyway,
If you have any questions, make sure you come on over to the Fit RV. There will be a link in the YouTube description where you can come over and leave some comments, questions, and we'll try to get you some answers.
yep, that's going to do it for now. Thank you to Pat, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Special thanks on this one to Kelly.